What if the Men in Black aren't just a movie idea, but the pressure valve on reality itself? Because for nearly 80 years, people who report UFO encounters keep describing the same follow-up. Strangers in dark suits appearing too fast, asking the wrong questions, and leaving witnesses terrified, sometimes silent forever. And tonight on Project Midnight, I'm going to lean into the theory that started it all, that the Men in Black are real, and the reason they show up is because someone or something doesn't want the story to spread. Here's the pattern you'll hear again and again. 1, someone sees something impossible. 2, they tell a friend, a researcher, or a local paper. 3, then sometimes within hours, the Men in Black arrive. 4, they pressure witnesses to stop talking and to hand over evidence or to destroy records. And the most unsettling part, they often don't behave like normal government agents. They behave like something pretending to be government. Let's start with one of the earliest proto-MIB stories, June 23rd, 1947, near Maury Island, Washington. 2 names come up repeatedly, Harold Dahl and Fred Krisman. The claim goes like this. Dahl reports strange craft overhead and debris falling, something like metallic fragments. Then he tells the story, and afterward, Dahl allegedly says he's approached by a man in a dark suit who issues a warning, stop talking. Now, this case is controversial and often labeled a hoax, even inside UFO circles. But here's why I still include it. The Men in Black motif is already there in 1947, right at the birth of modern flying saucer hysteria. It's like the enforcer character appears the moment the UFO story enters public consciousness. Now we get to the case that crystallizes the myth. Albert K. Bender, Bridgeport, Connecticut, 1953. Bender isn't just a witness, he's a hub. He runs a UFO group called the International Flying Saucer Bureau, and he publishes a newsletter. He's gathering reports, building a network, and by all accounts getting deeper than most people were willing to go in the early 1950s. Then Bender claims it happens. 3 men in dark suits show up, flash credentials, and push him to stop. And here's the timeline detail that matters. By October 1953, Bender's publication effectively ends with a warning tone, like he's trying to tell others, be careful. A few years later, Gray Barker publishes a book in 1956 that helps popularize the phrase Men in Black in UFO culture. So in this theory, Bender is the pivot point, the moment the phenomenon shifts from people seeing lights to people being visited afterward, almost like the story itself became monitored. If Bender is the origin, Dr. Herbert Hopkins is where it turns inhuman. September 1976, Maine. Hopkins is a doctor and hypnotist consulting on a bizarre UFO-related case. One night he gets a call. A man claims to be the vice president of the New Jersey UFO Research Organization. The man says he's nearby and asks to come over. Hopkins agrees. And then, this part is why the story won't die. Hopkins reports that a figure arrives who looks almost like a person assembled from memory. Pale skin, odd lips, strange behavior, stiff mannerisms, and an unsettling vibe, like he's reading from a script called How to Be Human. The visitor allegedly intimidates Hopkins and demands he stop his work. And the detail I can't shake, the speed. Like the call and arrival happened too quickly. Like the person was already close, already watching, already waiting for permission to enter the scene. That's not just government investigator energy, that's system response energy. Now we jump back a decade to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, during the wave tide to John Keel and the larger Mothman era. Late 1966 into 1967, Keel writes about strange visitors around witnesses and local journalist Mary Heyer. Men appearing in black clothing, asking off questions, showing awkward curiosity about everyday life, and bringing the same theme: intimidation, confusion, pressure. And Keel's angle is where I start leaning hard into belief, because Keel suggests the phenomenon isn't just government, It's a shape-shifting force that wears masks. Aliens, poltergeists, phone calls, flying lights, and yes, the men in black. If Keel is even partially right, then MIB aren't simply covering up UFOs. They are part of the UFO phenomenon. Here's the split. Theory A, the government connection. The men in black are human agents, intelligence, military, private contractors sent to contain panic and control information. The suits, the credentials, the intimidation tactics all fit a classic state secrecy model. Theory B, the extraterrestrial connection, the men in black are not human at all, like either extraterrestrials or something stranger, using the idea of government authority as camouflage. Because if you want someone to shut up, you don't need claws and fangs. You need a suit. You need a badge. You need the implied threat of consequences. And that's what makes this theory feel real to me. The MIB don't behave like normal agents collecting evidence. They behave like something that doesn't fully understand us, yet understands fear, authority, and silence. So tell me in the comments, what do you think the men in black are? Government cleanup crew or the phenomenon wearing a human uniform? If you like this episode, hit like and subscribe to Project Midnight because we're going deeper into the shadows next time.